started.
Oh, Bibi from Argentina. D4. Well, let's see if we can get the martial defense. Yes. Okay, but a lot of times they just, instead of taking, they play some normal move like knight c3 or knight f3. And then I have nothing better to do than go into the Slav. So once again, I am unable to show my my pet line against the martial, or with the martial defense. Okay, so this is a normal semi-Slav. And I don't know so much about this bishop g5 move. I've been seeing it a lot lately. It seems kind of popular. And the way I play it, I think you can play either way. But I'm opening up this light square diagonal for my bishop, so I'm taking with the with the e-pawn, and that gives an unbalanced pawn structure. And in this pawn structure, this is known as the Carlsbad structure. It's white has the minority attack over here. So I'm going to start by asking this bishop where it wants to go. Now let's unpin the knight. And now, do I have knight to e5? Knight e5, it's the bishop and threatens to take it. So he takes here first. I take back with the queen. And he takes the knight, I take back, and I'm defending that pawn with my queen. Okay, and the other line, knight here. And he doesn't take. If he takes the knight, then I take the bishop. Yeah, so I think I have knight e5 here. Knight e4 here, rather. Not that that's a move that wins material, but it kind of frees my position. It's always seems to be one of the goals you have as black playing against these queen's pawn opening is you need to get yourself enough space somehow. Yeah, so he went for taking, so I thought I would just grab over here. So I've given up a knight and gained a piece, so I've got a, oh no, I've gained a knight. So let's see, we're left with the light squared bishops, but I've traded two pairs of minor pieces, so that also gives me a little more space, and his knight is hanging now. He's got to do something about it. Oh, you know, he's got knight here check. That's kind of an interesting move. Yeah, knight to d6 check would have been very interesting. Okay, yeah, let's finish my development. So yeah, that wasn't good then, probably. That was probably not correctly timed. I should have castled first, then the knight d6 wouldn't have been with check. So I've got my queen over here on the king side. Do I want to try and make use of it? You know, things like queen to g5 and bishop to h3 look interesting, right? Or should I just castle? Hey, let's continue to play actively here. Oh, that's not so good. He's maybe trapping my queen, huh? Let's think about this. Well, the queen can always go to h5 or g4, defended by the knight. But other than that, it doesn't really have any good squares, right? I could go over here. If I go to that square, it's a problem. But if I go to h5 and he tries to play g4, yeah, see, if I go to h4, he can play g3 and kick the queen again. Although, is that so bad? Let's try this. keep the queens out a little bit longer. If I go to h5 or g4, I'm expecting he would just trade queens. So do I want to go to h3? Let's try it. And then I have knight to g4, and I also have bishop to g4. It's hard to decide. Bishop g4 hits his queen. Queen will probably just come over and threaten to trade. He's also threatening to bring his bishop over and trade, huh? Okay, so if I play bishop g4 and he plays bishop f1, I take the queen, he takes the queen. Then I have to retreat my bishop. I play knight g4 and he plays bishop f1. I'm threatening this pawn on e3. I'm threatening his rook, and my queen can actually drop back to h. My queen can actually drop back to h5, so it's not getting trapped. And now he's losing his rook, right? Well, losing the exchange. I'm sure he had better than that, unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something like my queen still getting trapped over here? Possibly. Let's see. Let's get the bishop out. This gives my queen the retreat square g6 as well. Yeah, so he's piling up on me here. Let's think about it. Bishop to bishop to this square. Bishop to e4. He can take with the knight, or he can play g4 immediately. So bishop e4, g4, queen to g6, and he can play f4, continuing to chase the queen. The queen goes to f6, and he can take the bishop. I think I'm escaping this. We'll see. Maybe he's got enough pressure here. So I think that's the only move. Yeah, I could go to f6 or... okay, he goes there. Should I castle here? Let's play f5 first to stop the f-pawn from coming forward. Let's see, if he takes, I take the queen. If he pushes, he does neither. Let's castle. He was thinking about maybe bringing his bishop to h5 there and skewering my queen and king. Not clear that's where I want the queen, but can I pile up on this somehow? See, like if I take the pawn and then play h4, he takes, I take the queen. I don't know. Okay, let's bring another rook in and see how he proceeds. Yeah, so just piling up there. How about if I get out of the way like this? Maybe bring my rooks in front of the king, similar to what he's doing. Seems like I should have a little more space over here. And an extra rook to put on the g-file. So I guess it should be okay for me. Maybe rook e6 to g6. Now he takes, okay. So I'm thinking of taking. Will he take with the queen or the pawn? Okay, let's take this one case at a time. Pawn takes, queen takes. I'll bring my rook up. And then rook over and threaten. Threaten on h3 there. Looks good. Takes, pawn takes. Maybe I just have to push my pawn forward. Kind of keep this closed on the g file. And then try and get my pieces over to the h file. So takes, pawn to g6. And queen over, king up, rook over. I didn't look at what he can play during that time. You know, he's got this bishop to... okay, he goes with the queen. So I was thinking rook up would be good here. He can't really get any more pressure on the g-pawn. He's got two pieces on it. I've got it defended, and his bishop can't... cannot attack that pawn. Oh, that just loses a rook. Okay, well, that was good. Let's see. Can I do something? It's the rook here is pinning. So I could take away that rook with tempo. Man, oh man, that was a quick turnabout. Yeah, you got to look for those tactics. Okay, so queen over here. What's he doing? Just moving his queen away. Very sad. Sad end to this game. Okay, now let's just, I need to unpin anyway. Yeah, I have no way to avoid the trade here because because I need the queen to defend the g-pawn.
Check.
So he's got a knight, he's got an extra bishop rather. And the same number of pawns, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's play on a little bit. See if he can convert this. It's a pretty good pawn structure for him, I guess. So he's letting me put my pawns on... he's letting me move my pawns forward at least. He doesn't. He needs to get his bishop to attack this pawn. I can go bishop here, down here, and over here probably. That's the way to do it. So I'm unpinning this pawn so I can play g4 and open up a file. For my rook, you know, if he takes, I'll take back, but I have the idea of rook here check, picking up the bishop. But unfortunately he takes with check, so I have to take with the king first.
Check.
Yep.
Check.
Yeah, and that puts his rook in position to block the check. Yeah, so there he goes. So, well, he's still got to figure out how to make progress here, though. But I can't do anything. My rook is on a good square here already. I don't want to move it So I'm just going to move back and forth with my
Server
king and see if he can
announcement.
make progress.
Check.
Okay, so now he's activating his bishop. And that's good. That's attacking my pawn. Okay, just retreated the bishop. Okay. He can come here and check me and
Check.
drive my king back. And bring his king forward. That's an interesting approach. Just march forward with his pawn on this side.
Check.
Okay, so I think this is winning. He's driving my rook off of this file, and then he can check and grab a pawn here, and this is defended.
Check.
I can attack his bishop, though.
Check.
Oh, I can do that. He still can't take the pawn because I'll take his bishop. Well, he can take the pawn probably and win with that. Oh, he gave up this pawn. Okay, takes this pawn. Yeah. Wonder, maybe I should try and go after one of these pawns and try and get a pass pawn myself. Go for a counterplay. So he blocks that idea. Okay, is he threatening mate there? Maybe. Maybe he was. Going after that pawn. Okay, I can't see any way to play any more tricks, so I will resign here. Good game. I will upload this and do a post-mortem. See you guys later. Bye.